Hi, this video was pre-recorded and I just want to give you a little bit of information about it before we get into it. So I was told by a friend that I could have 4 of these 5-gallon buckets of pearl kerosene for free. She was storing them at a friend's house, and so we met and she had those buckets to give to me. I was so excited, and then I saw the lids, and there was tape over the lids, and some of the lids were cracked and some were non-existent. And I asked her, did water get into these? And she said no. I found out later she was storing them outside, and sure, water got into them. She wasn't going to tell me that because she wanted to get rid of them. So I took it right home, and I put them right into my large kerosene. I put some of this fuel and I put some into my small kerosene heater, and you light it and it fizzles out. And so I absolutely had to fix the large one fast as I could because I needed heat. And I just was so intimidated by the little one. I'd never taken it apart. I'd never done anything with it. So I put it off. So I don't recommend doing that because now it got rusty. And so I finally was able to tackle it before winter this time. And I show you in this video how I dealt with the rust, how I wasted a lot of time trying to take it apart the wrong way. And I show you the correct way to take the housing off so you can get to it. Okay, so I hope you'll enjoy watching me put it back together, and I hope it's helpful for you. Hey, today's September 20. Welcome back to my Healthy Homesteading Adventures channel. So I've been working on the heater, the small heater, Kero World KW-11, I believe it was. Something like that, 11F. So I found the directions. Now I've lost them. But when I read the directions, I found out that if I'd read the directions, I would have found that I only had to remove 6 screws to take the whole thing off. Let me show you. As you can see here, what I was doing was I was taking off the roof so that I could get to things, and I took this off, and all I needed was, actually there was 1 screw here, so that's 1, I think I counted wrong, 1 here, and 1 here, 2, 3, so it was 5 screws actually. And this one's popping out, just 1 here and 1 over here. Okay, so I'm going to take the whole thing off and just have it out of the way, up and out, and I'll put it back together after. Okay, so now you can see it's gotten dusty. It's been a few days. Had some other projects I had to work on. So it's not good for lighting. Okay, there you go. Dusty, dusty. So I'm going to clean it out. Got the leaves blown on it, and then I'm gonna get the wick in place to get it put back together. Okay, so I have here the I'm gonna put the gloves on. Remember, I got cut last time. Okay, here I'm taking the old wick out. I have cut the top off. Remember to get it to come out. And now it is just totally rusty on the inside. So I'm going to sand it, and then I'll be back. Okay, got it clean. Looks a lot better sanded. You can see inside. I don't know. But somebody told me that I should spray some oil on it, rub it with a paper towel so it doesn't get all, it'll be protected from the kerosene. So we got some WD-40 here. There goes my paper towel. Oh, sorry. You gotta see it. Okay. Kind of helps you wipe some of the rust off even. You have to be really careful because inside here there's little teeth. The top edge and the bottom edge for holding the wick. And I got tired of wearing a glove on this hand. when I was sanding it, so I don't have it on now. It's actually helping in the little crevices here. It's helping me to get the rust that I couldn't get with the sandpaper. Okay, so that's good. Now to the outside. I'll just do that. This is a good idea to coat the metal and keep it more protected, not to rust again. But it shouldn't rust. It shouldn't rust as long as I don't get any water in my kerosene. At least I know a faster way to take the top off now. Okay, perfect. It's nicely coated. I don't think it has too much. It's just lovely. Here we have our wick. You might as well read what it says. Alright, insert the new wick into the wick holder, taking care to line on the tape around the wick with holder. In order for the heater to function correctly, it is necessary for the wick to be as even as possible. Check to make certain that the wick is not installed upside down. Figure 8. Huh, you should see figure 8. It's as tiny as can be. They are so helpful. We need our magnifying glass to see that. You know, the funny thing is that this thing looks the same either way, upside down or not. So I figured, as long as you don't put the wick in this way, then we're good. So they've got an A, B, and C, and they don't tell you. They got an A, B, and C line, and they don't tell you which line to line it up with. Let's see what happens. I don't know, maybe we should try line A and see what happens, huh? So don't hook up yet. Oh, I'm catching the wick onto the thing. Alright, that tap. That would be perfect. I think line A is the best, so what we want to do is, now that we've got it in there, you've got to try and pop it into the little hooks so it'll stay in. I hear it popping in. Okay. Oh, looks good. Appears to be lined up nicely. You can even use it. Alright. Now I've got to start putting the rest of it back together. Okay, let's do a little, just in that little bit, some leaves got caught in here. Alright, but what I'm going to do is squirt this too. Just get this whole thing covered since it all got rusted. Can you see this part? Yeah, sort of. This is where the fuel goes in. So I'll get it a little bit. Okay, nice and happy. Next, we're going to wipe this off. This is the O-ring, we'll put it here. Seems like O-rings are always giving me a hard time. The O-ring to my water filter was too big. That one fit finally. Good. Okay. This is the next contraption to go on. It's kind of dirty yet. Oh dear. It's rusty too. Gotta take a break out to sand this. I'll be back. Okay, it is now still rusty looking, but I got a lot of it sanded. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Okay, let's squirt some oil on it. Let's see what I'm doing. There you go. There we go, that'll protect the metal nicely. Oh, what do we do without WD-40? Nice to have. So single ladies, if you end up on your own, you do want to like get the tools that you need, that you're going to need to have on hand, and a source of an oil spray is a good idea. Husbands, if you didn't know that already, then, or single men, that's what you need it for. It's good to have on hand. Okay, so this is going to go this way because this is the lever and we want to be able to have it toward the front. You don't want to go through all the trouble of screwing it on the wrong direction. I thought I got it clean. This is one dirty towel. Okay. Nicely. Pretty good. Okay. Everything looks great. Okay, I think we want to put this first. Is that right? I don't know. When in doubt, read the directions again. Okay? Don't do it like before. These directions came with it. I have a booklet that came, these came with the Wick. Whereas I have another one that came with the whole heater. Okay. Insert the new Wick into the holder. We did that part. Fit the Wick holder and Wick with the Wick guide still. There's a plane flying over. I vote for putting it over the top. And just to see if it's working, this is going to go here. Okay, I'm putting the wing nuts back on. That's pretty good. Hate to say it, but I have no idea how to put this thing on. So I'm gonna go watch the video when I took it apart, see if I can get a clue. I hope. Alright, then I'll be back. Here I am. Hi. Moved it into the house because it took me forever to be able to watch the video. Everything seemed to be going wrong today. But here's what I figured out. This goes on after. Okay. This part is going to fit right here. Okay, so I'm going to screw that back in place. This one. Whoops, it won't fit. So, if you have problems with something not fitting, you have to loosen the other screw. Let it get seated better. That's better. Then the lighter goes on top here. This is the one I think that had the Kika helping. Hi Kika. You can't see her, but she's here. Helping me. Okay, we're not going to tighten it all the way. We want to make sure it fits in there. Oh, there we go. Okay, that turning wheel now. I'm not sure what. Okay, that's it for that section. Alright, I love it when a plan comes together. The next part we're putting back in is this one. And I believe this is where the little tiny screw comes in. So, this has a little thing here, where did we go? A tab right here. And the tab's going to go in this hole right here, this little hole here. So this is way up at the top. It clips in there. This comes around over the little hole. Okay, so this is where the little screw goes, and I already put it in and the video wasn't, I guess it cut off. So had a little trouble with getting it in. You just have to readjust it and move it, then you can get it in. Okay, now we can put this part on. Sits in there, and then this part goes on top. It's bent a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Alright, it's after 7 already, almost 7:30, and I put this cabinet back together. It was quite a puzzle. Now, remember always to read your directions. I did not need to take the whole cabinet apart. I just needed to undo the bottom screws. Okay, so I'm going to put it back on here. See how that goes. Hi, Rory. Rory has to have a word. Okay. So this has little handle places. You can't see the little handle places. It's right there. So you can hang on to it and lift it. And put it up and over. It's not so easy to do from behind. Alright. Maybe that goes in after. Alright. Maybe we put this off first. Then we put this on. Correctly. There. Whatever it was catching on. It's free of it now. Okay. All I have left to do is put in the final screws. Just want to thank you for going on this little journey with me. It hasn't always been easy, and I learned a lot of lessons, and I even figured out how to put it back together, even though I didn't have to take it apart that much. But the next thing will be to get ready for winter and put the fuel in. Thanks for watching and joining me on this healthy homesteading adventure.